Today we are going to be ranking quote unquote 200 plus rock bands that are not all rock. I talked about this I briefly mentioned this in the community tab, but there's honestly about, yeah, if I can think of three bands right now off the top of my tongue that are not rock, we have One Direction, we have AJR, and down here we have Cannibal Corpse. All of which I honestly I will admit this. I'm just gonna count this as bands or artists rather than just rock. Because, if we really get into the nitty gritty, if I was a fan of Cannibal Corpse or I even listened to Cannibal Corpse, I would probably consider them to be a good band, but they're not a rock band. So let's just knock all these out in what they are rather than just a strict genre category. I don't know what this is. The 1975. I hate this band with a passion, and more specifically, when we get to Arctic Monkeys, I hate them just because they have so much recognition and they're not doing anything different compared to anything else I've heard. So I'm gonna consider it bad, but if I was really sinister, I would just put them in the absolute worst. I've heard bands that have done this shtick before in way better ways, and yet the 1975 are hailed as this amazing band, which they're not. One Direction. I gotta be completely honest with you. Now, when it comes to pop, I don't really find this group annoying compared to other pop artists. So I genuinely think that this is a good category for them. Three Doors Down. I only really know two songs, and I think they're just okay. Kryptonite is a banger though, but also covers of Kryptonite are better than the original. So, Third Eye Blind, a band that I really don't. I mean, I get their breakout album is so good, but I really don't understand the hype for this band. Everything else that they've done afterwards doesn't come near any close to the amazing album, which is their debut. However, there are some songs I do like off of their other albums that came out afterwards, just not the albums themselves. So I'm gonna put them in decent. If you've ever heard of the Refreshments, I forget which album it is, but the most well-known Refreshments album kind of just destroys everything in this that this legacy act held. Um, I've heard of this, but I don't know much. Five Finger Death Punch is just the bits and pieces that came after Killswitch Engage. I do like their cover of The House of the Rising Sun, and Far From Home is an amazing song, but I just they're bad. 5 Seconds of Summer. I actually had to listen to this entire discography for the When We Were Young 2023 lineup. They're really not that bad. Especially some of their early work is just straight up like watered down pop punk that's kind of like reminiscence of All American Rejects and even a little bit of easy core. Like there's literally a song by them that is straight up just an easy core that has like an easy core breakdown. So honestly, somewhat tolerable is and their song gosh, I already forgot it. But one of their most popular songs. Actually, they actually have a really great acoustic song. They do have songs that rival One Direction, so I'm just gonna put them above One Direction. AC/DC. This is a dad rock band. I don't listen to them anymore. But that being said, I've kind of just become numb to all their songs. And I used to like She Shook Me All Night Long or whatever that one's called, but they're I'd rather listen to Three Doors Down. I'm guessing this is Aerosmith. If I had to take a guess. Um it looks like it. Aerosmith. It looks like Aerosmith. Aerosmith, yeah, it's Aerosmith. Um I re- Aerosmith has kind of been ruined for me, but I do like that song from Armageddon. So I will put him above AC/DC. Also, Walk This Way is a banger too. Gotta can't forget it. Walk This Way. Come on. AJR, Hot Garbage. Alice Cooper. I genuinely have not listened to a lot of Alice Cooper. I don't even think I can name a song by Alice Cooper. Alice in Chains. I love this band to death. Probably one of, if not my favorite grunge band. And I think that their legacy kind of hangs on like Brandon Lee's legacy, even though like Lane Stanley's dead. Um, so I genuinely believe it goes there. Uh, what the? What is this? Oh, Allman Brothers Band. Um, the couple songs I've heard from them, they're pretty good. I honestly will put them in decent. And then we get into weird stuff like Animal Collective. Like, Animal Collective, I do appreciate that they are going in alphabetical order. Animal Collective has never been anything that I've got, has never been something that I've wanted to get into. I mean, every, this is one of those artists or bands that when they're described by people, makes it sound way amazing than they actually are, in my opinion at least. Now they might be have one really great album, but the bits and pieces of tracks I've heard from separate projects have not been something that interests me. So, that being said, I'm just going to put them in don't know because I don't have enough knowledge. Animals, they're the ones that sing The House of the Rising Sun. I think that's really the only song I know by them. But that song is absolutely amazing. So, let's just put them above. Yeah, let's just put them there. Anthrax. I've not heard anything from Anthrax. Arctic Monkeys. In the same vein as Bad. Now, I do like Arctic Monkeys more. Actually, if I'm being. Yeah, I do like Arctic Monkeys more than the 1975. Audio Slave. Some people might either agree or disagree with me in this, but everything I've heard from Audio Slave is absolutely amazing. I have not heard enough songs from Soundgarden. I do own one of their albums. Um, but I do actually no everything I've heard from Soundgarden has been great, but Audioslave just has been my definitive choice between the two Chris projects. However, I like Audioslave to me like a Stone is one of my favorite songs of all time, and actually I mean, yeah, I genuinely prefer, or I definitely have a higher or a stronger connection with Audioslave than I do with Alice in Chains. Um, Avenged Sevenfold. This was a band I got into because of other people, and I mean, I still like Seize the Day, Backcountry, because Backcountry is on Saint Joe 2 soundtrack. Um, I think those are really the only two songs I like. I'll actively like I'll listen to again and again. But other than that, I think okay is where it's heading. Bare Naked Ladies. I have heard a lot from Bare Naked Ladies. Like, you gotta keep in mind I am Canadian. But I genuinely forget a lot of song titles. But everything I've heard has definitely been above decent. So I'm gonna put in good. The Beach Boys. Honestly, the same exact thing. The Beatles. Overrated as all hell, and I don't care what anybody says, but they are. Um, honestly, I think next to, like, for my taste, next to the Allman Brothers band, works for me. Beck, I only know Loser, I think. I don't think I've heard any other songs. So, um, yeah, let's just put it there. Black Flag, not my cup of tea. Black Keys, same as these three. Although, yeah, yeah. Blink 182. Um, I wish I just don't like this band as much as everybody else does. There's so many other great pop punk bands that get overshadowed by this band's legacy that it kind of disgusts me in the same way as like 1975, and not to mention everybody's favorite album by these guys, which now might change, but the Untitled album to me is so boring and I hate it so much. But I like and but if I had to like pick the albums that I do like, like Enema of the State, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, and Dude Ranch. Um, uh, they are good. I would probably with I don't. Another thing too that might kind of piss off people is I feel like this is actually one of those bands that I feel like the more I listen to, the more I like their songs less. Because I used to listen to like my favorite songs off of Take Your Pants Off and Jacket was like Rock Show, Story of a Lonely Guy or whatever. Um, there were some other songs off of that album that now listening to, I don't know why. It's because I listened to them so much in high school and then listening to them now, but I actually like them less. So honestly, this might be a band that I just might not listen to at all for any other reasons except for Damn It. Damn It is such a good song and Adam's song, but Damn It is my favorite Blink 182 song. Um, yeah, nothing else. And Kaleidoscope is another one too. But out of those two songs, I genuinely have a hard time listening to everything else they've done. So good is gonna stay, but if I have to listen to more of the stuff, they might just drop down to okay. Like I'm genuinely, yeah, I've had enough to hear with Blink. Blondie, I like Blondie a lot. Definitely great. I hope Heart is on here. Blur, another overrated band. I like their that one song, but other than that, like I'm gonna put in just don't know because I don't hate them as much as these three. Bob Dylan. I think I've only heard like a couple Bob Dylan songs, so but not enough to rank. Uh, Blue Oyster Cult. Should this even count? Because like everybody knows Don't Fear the Reaper, but I actually prefer him's cover of Don't Fear the Reaper. Bon Jovi. Honestly, probably the one of the best dad rock bands that, and I don't think there's any song by Bon Jovi that I don't like that I've heard. Or like out of everything I've heard from Bon Jovi, which has probably been like the first like three like major like albums considered to be like his greats, there's nothing wrong with them. I really like the song "It's My Life." I love that one song with the amazing music video, which I always forget the name of. So, genuinely speaking, I think "Great" is a good spot. Boston, kind of the same thing, really. I don't. There's not a song that I've heard from Boston I don't like. "Peace of Mind" is my favorite Boston song, though. Bowie. Haven't heard enough from him to really consider anything above. What's above great? Like probably very good or amazing. Yeah, Bowie's going in amazing for me. Brand new. This is like this is as soon as I saw brand new, I really questioned like, is this person is like almost like me, but like knows way more, but knew a little bit more of like the popular bands compared to me. If they included brand new. So with brand new, I've mentioned this many times before. I've kind of fallen out of love with their great albums. I really love their first album a lot, maybe even a little bit more than Tell All Your Friends. Um, Deja Antu does have some songs that like I guess still hit me. Devil and God though, not so much except Limousine. Limousine is probably my favorite song off that album. And I really do love Science Fiction, but not as much as anything else they've done. So, genuinely speaking, I'm going to put them in like amazing. Um, and for being honest here, Cage the Elephant. I I know like three songs from them, and one of them is a deep cut. I always forget the name of it though. Um, since I've kind of like fallen out of love with them, it's kind of the same thing with like 1975. Although they actually have songs that I like, so I'm gonna put them in okay, and I'm gonna probably put them in most there. That would be good. Cannibal Corpse. Have not listened to. I don't believe I haven't listened to anything by them. Car Seat Headrest. This is actually a band that I don't mind, but I hate the fan base surrounding them. So, genuinely speaking, I think their music is great, but I don't think it's as amazing as everybody else makes them out to be. Now, this is a proper spot for them. Cars. I like probably their most popular songs, but they're really good. They definitely belong in. I would put them in here. Creedence Clearwater Revival, also known as CCR. I don't think there's an album. Well, I mean, yeah, you know, their one album, Mardi Gras, is garbage. But I don't think there's any songs that I've heard from them that I didn't like. They're really good dad rock, just straight up, straight to the point. I don't think I'll ever get tired of Fortunate Son. I would put them in here. Chicago. I think I only know a couple songs from Chicago, and I love them, but not enough to rank them. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Honestly, kind of overrated, but I still like them. I'm gonna put them in probably good because I would prefer to listen to them over the Beach Boys and Blink. The Clash. Lennon Calling, and that's it. Honestly, though, yeah, Cold War Kids. I think I only know like two songs. Hang Me Up to Dry is a pretty good song though. Not enough to rank them. Coldplay, absolute worst. However, um, if what pisses me off about Coldplay is once again with the whole overshadowing other great artists and bands, is there's a band called Travis, which is basically '90s Coldplay and kind of grew into Coldplay, like old, like the first off Coldplay, and then Coldplay became a pop act while Travis continued to make great music. So another reason why I hate them. If this Creeper, no, this is Cream. I was gonna say, there's no way that's Creeper. Cream. White Room is good, but uh, not enough to rank. Creed. um, Hire's great. Rain's great. Um, I definitely have a soft spot for a lot of their music. I'm gonna put them above Blink. uh, yeah. What is this? I don't know that. The Cure. Little overrated. A lot of the spin-off acts, or a lot of acts that came after The Cure, though, like just for inspiration for other acts and the large influence on post-punk and stuff. Genuinely speaking, I think they are amazing. Or so not amazing, greatest of all time. Um, their music, however, is kind of hit or miss. Not most of the time, but like in areas. I do like their album Pornography though. I don't know what this is. I feel like I should. All right, I don't know what this. Wait, if I. Yeah, I don't think I'd know them. Deep Purple. I know one song. Def Leppard. I love Def Leppard. Probably if it, originally before Bon Jovi like kind of grew on me into like really like music that I love a lot. Def Leppard was the band before that. I'm gonna probably put them above Cars. Depeche Mode. I think a lot of their covers are better than their actual. I think the covers of their music is better than their actual the music in general. Um, Dire Straits. I've heard of them. Disturbed, and then you get into like Disturbed. Like, why the hell is Disturbed on here about everything? Um, Watered down new metal, but I definitely prefer to listen to them probably over Revenge Sevenfold. Um, I know I should know what this is. Keep in mind, I don't really listen to a lot of old or classic rock, or not even classic rock now. It's considered ancient rock. Ancient rock, if it's not for coming on like my either a radio station or like my Spotify DJ. Oh, the Doobie Brothers. Oh, okay. I love the Doobie Brothers. Every song I've heard from them, but specifically what a fool believes is apps is great. Um Definitely here. The Doors. Kind of the same thing. Dragon Force. I only know um, Through the Fire and Flames. Dream Theater. I have one Dream Theater album, and I think I might have heard like some of their stuff like in a prog rock playlist. Their music is very revolutionary. I will admit that, and I think it's amazing. I genuinely think it's amazing. Duran Duran. Uh, Used to like them, not so much anymore. Eagles. Hotel California is great, but this one, I'm gonna probably get into this band someday, but just not now. Elton John. I mean, Saturday Night's Alright is a great song, along with Rocket Man and a lot of other stuff. Um, no short than great. Evanescence. Um, I mean, it's just the music is kind of generic. Amy Lee has a great voice. Amy Lee is a very great front front woman, and I I have their second album. Don't have their first, but obviously I know like the typical songs off like their most popular songs off their first album. Uh, okay. So that being said, I'm going to put them in good. Actually, yeah. What the hell is? Oh wait, no. This was supposed to be here. There we go. And then this. There we go. Fall Out Boy. Um, Very similar to a lot of people's ranking for Fall Out Boy is like or Sell Out Boy. However, after watching the Cozy Representatives video on, I think it was like a very great video based on like kind of looking at Fall Out Boy from a different lens, which is the lens that they're basically kind of just doing their own take. Sometimes, I guess, satirizing whatever music is popular at the time. That's why their albums are very different. And in that aspect, they're actually, um, I'd consider them to be part of pop culture before, like we didn't start the fire. So, in that regards, I think great is a good place to put them, just from looking at that type of lens. And if I'm being honest, I'd prefer them probably over everybody here, which is kind of a shame. And yeah, like even just listening to when I listen to "Take This to Your Grave" and then listen to there's one song I think it's off of "Through Being Cool." Literally, they were just doing their yeah, what's that song? Um, is it "Reinventing the Wheel to Run Myself Over"? That song literally sounds like a song off of "Through Being Cool." That's it. So like when you think about it, that Fall Out Boy isn't just a bad or a sellout band, but rather they're just imitating or satirizing whatever music is popular at the time. I think it makes them a legacy act in that regards. But that doesn't mean that they're better than anybody else in the genre. They're not my favorite pop punk band by any means, but they do. Patrick Stump is an amazing vocalist and probably one of my favorite vocalists. Finger 11. I had to listen to the discography for a canceled music project that I was working on, and I have to say that they are hit and miss. Paralyzer is an amazing song. Their My favorite album by them is actually the one with like I think it's like a voodoo doll or something on it. It doesn't even have Paralyzer on it. And I think my mom actually got to see them perform live where I live. So they are hit or miss. When I look at hit and miss bands, decent is kind of where I look at. But then I think of that baseline to Paralyzer, and they kind of fall into good. And I would definitely put them above Blink and Beach Boys and Evanescence and Creed, not Creed. All right, I don't know what this is. The Flaming Lips. Um, no, I'm thinking of the something Femmes. That's the one I'm thinking of. Fleetwood Mac, or the Violent Femmes. That's the one I was thinking of. Fleetwood Mac. Um, I don't want to say it's overrated, but since I have a sister that's kind of obsessed with them, I genuinely think their music is great. However, just that pushing pushing music on to people saying, "Oh, this is so good, you got to listen to it." I'm not really a fan of. So I would definitely put probably here. Foo Fighters. I love Foo Fighters. I used to not listen to them for some reason. I don't remember why. I think I heard a song by them and I'm like, "Oh, this band sucks." And then I rediscover, or then like you rediscover Everlong and Hero and just a very great band. I wouldn't put them anywhere below amazing, and I would definitely here. Nope, here's good. Foreigner, love Foreigner, but I don't. I've only heard a couple songs from them. That being said, what I've heard, I think they're great. And I'm definitely gonna probably put them above the Cars if I can. There, the Fray, Mom Rock, and not really the best Mom Rock. I only really, I guess, liked some of the songs from the Fray because of One Tree Hill, and I would definitely listen to them more than Blink. Nah, decent, decent. Um, Here, that makes sense. Fun. I prefer the format more than fun. Um, but I really do love Nate's voice. When we are young is despite it being so overplayed, I really like that song. Primarily for the music video alone, though. The music video is still one of my favorite music videos of all time, and I'm not gonna rank them. Genesis, kind of the same, or the same because I'm not ranking them. Godsmack, not ranking because I don't know. What the hell is this? A lot of these like names are jumping out to me. Are you kidding me? Why the fuck is this band on the list? Oh my god! Are you kidding me? I was like, There's no way in hell that's Godspeed. It is. Um. Okay. Well, this kind of just rivals everything. Like, what the hell? Out of everything on this list, this is a. I don't think I need to explain why this is an amazing band. Goo Goo Dolls. I mean, I know Iris. I didn't really like anything else from them. Gorillas. I used to really be into the Gorillas. Um, Plastic Beach is one of my favorite albums, but I've just kind of I grew out of them. There were they were music that helped me uh get into it was yeah, it was music that helped me get into other music genres. Um, I'm gonna put them in great, I guess. Okay, let's wait. Yeah, okay. Uh, why? Okay, out of this list makes no sense. This shouldn't even count. If this is what I think it is this the guy that's saying friggin' now you're just somebody I used to know? I'm pretty sure it is. So you want me to rank a guy that only has one song out of all of these artists? Friggin' bullshit. Man, these tier lists. Once I make my own tier list, I have some really funny tier list ideas that I'm gonna make. Definitely one is gonna be ranking my fits as a kid up until now. Another one is probably like I don't maybe doing probably like ranking like my movies from my collection, games from my collection, CDs from my collection. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Gautier is great. I would definitely listen to him. You got to keep in mind, it's now you're just somebody that I used to know against all these artists, and that's kind of a very big thing. But what a fool believes just kind of stops it from there. What a fool believes just it's an amazing song. I love it so much. Never heard of this. Oh, Grateful Dead. I don't think I've heard anything from the Grateful Dead. Green Day. Oh, oh, my coworker. If my coworker was here, so a Green Day, they are actually they're a band for me that kind of ruined pop punk. It's certain pop punk, specifically like I guess they kind of ruined '90s or not '90s. They ruined like I guess like amateur pop punk for me because every time I hear an amateur pop punk song, it almost sounds like a friggin' Green Day song. So then I just automatically think Green Day. So with Green Day, I'm gonna probably put them. I definitely prefer them over Blink, hands down. With their my favorite album by them might surprise you, but it's actually Revolution Radio. I don't like American Idiot. I would put with their music and their legacy. I would. I think Next to Fall Out Boys is works for me. Um, Greta Van Fleet, same as my Notorious Four. Now it's gonna be my Notorious Five. Group Love. I used to love this band a lot, and honestly, their songs still kind of hit to this day. They are they sing the ending credits song on BoJack. Great is a good spot, and I would put them. Colors rivals Gautier, so probably on the other side of Gautier. Guns N' Roses. I love Civil War, and like most notably their like like November Rain. I know a lot of people don't like November Rain, but November Rain, Civil War. Um, but very similar to ACDC, they've fallen. Well, not to mention these two bands are almost identical at times. So this really makes sense. However, Avenged Sevenfold to me has never really made a song that comes close to November Rain. However, I think it's their song "The Stage" definitely rivals Guns N' Roses. Um, oh, Hall and Oates, yes. Heart. I was waiting for Heart. Heart is an amazing band. Um, with I know a lot of people consider them to be kind of like B tier, but hell no, on my list, no. Jimi Hendrix. I mean, I understand his legacy, but I really only know Along the Watchtower. Huey Lewis and the News. Don't know much about. Imagine Dragons. Funny enough, I think there is an album. Their album, I think it's called Smoke and Mirrors, is actually not bad. And I would definitely prefer to listen to that over these. Oh, yeah, it was four. It was, sorry, five. These five. Incubus. I love Incubus. Um, really? I think there's only maybe one album I don't really care for them, and I don't remember what it's called. Uh, but they definitely belong in Amazing, and I would put them. I gotta be, if I'm being honest, Make Yourself is a really great album, and so is Morning View. Um, this shouldn't be on here. Why the fuck is this on here? Iron Maiden. My sister loves Iron Maiden. I have not. I believe I've only heard maybe one song from them. But I understand. Like what I heard was good. Janis Joplin. Don't really. Can't really mark. Don't think. Yeah, don't think I know. Joan Jett. Yeah, not enough to. Journey. The worst version of Boston, but not by. But I mean, I'm sure they do have Wheel in the. Is it Wheel in the Sky, or is that Kansas? That's the problem with Journey. I always get Journey mixed up with Kansas. Now they're in good, and I would definitely prefer to listen to "Don't Stop Believing" over anything by Blink. So Joy Division. I mean, I only know that one song. Judas Priest. Pretty good. I think I only know one song by them though. But even like bits and pieces that I've heard from them, like just overall great. I don't know what the hell this is. We're gonna find that out. Or not. Killers. Um, very similar to a lot of other bands, but um, not like Car Seat Headrest. What was the band that I said? There was a band that I said it wasn't Fleetwood Mac. There was a band that I said that kind of oh, it was Cage the Elephant. Yeah. So where did I have it? The Killers for me is very similar to Cage the Elephant, although there is more songs by the Killers that I actually like. And they're definitely above decent by all means. That one song I think it's called "Boy" that came out last year that was on the radio literally sounded like the Police. Like it was amazing. So genuinely speaking, I would definitely prefer to listen to them over Finger Eleven. I don't know why I can't figure out what this is. Uh, this is a band that I'm holding off on listening to, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be disappointed by them. King Crimson, same thing. Kings of Leon. I have that album with Sex on Fire and Use Somebody. And then I had their album that I think came out after that, which was Hot Garbage. And then I think their new album is actually pretty. Or one of. Then they came out with another album. I don't know if it was recently or if they dropped a single or something that actually had a good song on it. So very. I'm gonna put this as a hit or miss band. And okay, I'm looking at okay, and probably yeah. Honestly, like Sex on Fire kind of just rivals everything in okay. Because it is one of my favorite songs. The Kinks can't think of a. Do I? I'll check my Spotify and see if I have any. If I have one song liked by the Kinks or more songs liked by the Kinks and I don't know who they are, I might have a ranking. We will see though. The Kinks. I have no songs liked by them, so it's gonna stay in not ranked. Kiss. Overrated as all hell, and I like Detroit Rock City, but that's it. Corn. Kind of the same thing, honestly. But I do like Freak on a Leash is good. Um, I don't know what this is. Yeah, I literally can't. I can't read this at all. Let's try the other thing. That's not it. Inspect. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I don't understand why I always mess this up. Okay. Yeah, get image description from Google. All right, we're not going anywhere with that. Led Zeppelin. I like Babe. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you. Um, let's go in there. Limp Biscuit. I just. I mean, despite the riffs, I can't get into them. I would probably yeah, they're the highest somewhat tolerable. To be fair, to be complete, actually no, they're going in bad. But I would prefer to listen to them over everybody here. Lincoln Park. I like a lot of people. I have not listened to anything past Meteora, but that being said, um, their legacy is almost greater than a lot of is pretty much. I'd say it's just as probably bigger than the Cure, if I'm being completely honest. Um, they'll go here for me. Lumineers, garbage. Also, yeah, let's put this in order here. Oh wait, no. M83. They're not even rock. Like, what the hell, guys? We're just getting into straight up like electric music. Oh, is LCD Sound System gonna be on here? Like, okay. I also Lumineers isn't even rock. M83. Everything I've heard from them is is like on a whole other planet. But I've not listened to them enough to consider them to be anything above great. I would probably listen to them over a lot of these though, which will probably be yeah next or above Bon Jovi. These damn logos. We're gonna get somewhere though with this. Machine Head. Okay, Machine Head. I've liked everything I've heard from Machine Head. Um, definitely an amazing metal band. I will consider them to be great. And similar to M83, they rival a lot of these. Marilyn Manson, garbage. I only listened to him at one point because the girl I was seeing liked him, but I mean it was only like she was kind of talking about it like in past retrospective, so I don't even know why I listened to him. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's so cringe, man. I'm just gonna, I guess, last. Maroon 5. Definitely in this list. Matchbox 20. I love Push, but that's not. I definitely don't understand the appeal. My Chemical Romance. I like Bullets and Three Cheers. Black Parade is so damn overrated. I hate it. But I understand I understand why a lot of people like it, but I just hate it so much compared to everything else from them. They are no means in any way a favorite band of mine. Uh, but like they are probably they'll be here. Um, Meatloaf. I hate Meatloaf. Megadeth. I mean, fine. Not like I mean, I guess like maybe good. Not my favorite. Metallica isn't even a favorite band of mine either. Really just good. I'd probably put them above Finger 11. And then Metallica is going to go above Megadeth. Misfits. I don't like Misfits, but like a lot of other things, is that since I haven't given it the whole time of day, I don't even know what this is. Wait, is it Modest Mouse? Yeah, it's Modest Mouse. Um, that would be next. Okay, so Modest Mouse. I like a lot of their older music. Really, the cutoff for me was after the one with Float On. Um, but I will always continue to listen to those albums. So really great is my territory, and I would probably put them above Green Day. The Monkees. Oh wait, they sang that one song. Um. Still, I I mean for that song, yeah, no. I mean, I guess I could put them above. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna put them above the Beatles just to piss people off. Actually, it's probably better than the Fray, to be honest, too. Whoops. Um, don't know. Motley Crue. I am not really a fan of them. Motorhead. Don't know. Puddle of Mud. I mean, I like the song "She Hates Me," but I don't like anything else by them. So it's kind of like, I guess we could put them in. Definitely belongs in this category, but you know, hates me kind of. Yeah, this might be the craziest thing I've ever done, but yeah. Um, Mumford and Sons going in the same spot as the Lumineers. Uh, friggin' bull. Oh, and then we have the Neighborhood next. Oh, I know where I'm putting that. Whoops. Oh, My Morning Jacket. Still have not listened to it. Actually, no, I have heard some songs. I think I actually have some songs favored by them. Okay, I have one song liked by them, and that's One Big Holiday. And if I, it's their fifth most liked song. Still, it's going in this category. Neighborhood, I hate the Neighborhood so much. I despise the Neighborhood that it is going in. Honestly, yeah. Uh, uh hmm. I don't know what. Yeah, let's just put there. Nickelback. Canada's biggest punching bag. I do like How You Remind Me, and I do like. Was it Save Me? Um, and even the songs on Flat Out 2 weren't that bad. But I'm just not gonna rank them. Nine Inch Nails. They're not rock. Nirvana. Overrated as all hell. Yeah. Oasis. Oh, yep. Um, I would prefer to listen to Wonderwall over probably most of these. Actually, yeah. Despite me hating Oasis so much, I would probably listen to Wonderwall over everything here. The Offspring. I went similar to I forget what it was, but I listened to their entire discography for When We Were Young 2023. I do like a lot of their songs that I like hit it harder than Green Day songs. But a lot of their songs that suck ass, funny enough, were also more tolerable than bad Green Day songs. So, um, honestly, here. My favorite albums are Americana, Let the Bad Times Roll, but my favorite song by them is Self Esteem. Um, One Republic is just better than Imagine Dragons. Honestly, I'm gonna rival everyone here. The hell is this? Oh, a band that I hate. Let's go. I really. This is okay. So for the emo scene, or not even emo scene, for the pop punk mallcore quote unquote scene, this band overshadows a lot of great bands from that scene. And if you want to argue emo, they overshadow so many great bands, and they're garbage. I do like the song Lying is the Most Fun a Girl Can Have Without Taking Her Clothes Off. But outside of that, and I do like Death of a Bachelor. Um, but outside of that, their songs are not anywhere good as any other song to come out of the scene. So really, I'm gonna put them in bad, and I would probably put them above everybody here. Pantera. I think I might have one song liked by them. I mean, they're fine. Not my favorite, but they're definitely fine. Okay, I have no songs liked by them, but I have heard them before, and it's pretty good. I would definitely probably put them in good. And here, Papa Roach. I have their album Infest. I do like their album Getting Away with Murder. Scars is one of my favorite songs of all time. They're gonna go in good. I'm gonna probably put them above Pantera. Paramore. Paramore is honestly, I've been thinking Paramore has been. I've had a weird relationship with Paramore because I do love some of their albums and I love a lot of their songs, but it's one of those things where I think I like more of just. I think I'm more invested in Haley Williams as a person rather than the actual music. However, my favorite albums are All We Know Is Falling, Self Titled, and After Laughter. I don't have any hate towards the other albums, but those are like my those are like some of my favorite pieces of music. So genuinely speaking, I think that Paramore, uh, counting the music, definitely belongs in probably amazing. Definitely amazing, and I would, again, if I'm being honest, um, Pavement. I like what I've heard from them, but again, not enough to rank. Pearl Jam. I've heard a lot of Pearl Jam because my dad's really into it. My mom also is really into it. We have Vitology. We have pretty much all the good albums. Um, Genuinely speaking, though, not my favorite grunge act by any means, but they are better than Days of. They're better than the other Days of New. Days of the New. They're better than Days of the New. That's for sure. Um, I might put them in. I'm gonna put them in decent, and they're gonna go here. What is this? All right. Yeah, don't know. Fish. Um, I think I've only heard like maybe one or two Fish songs, and I really like it, but not enough to rank. Pink Floyd. I like Pink Floyd, but not as much as I pretend to. Genuinely speaking, I think that they're good, and I would definitely probably prefer to listen to them over probably a lot of these. Um, yeah, they're going there. Um, Pixies I haven't dove into their discography yet. The Police, same. Uh, what is this? Good thing I'm not ranking metal bands because I probably wouldn't be able to tell what half of them are. And I'm not going to find out what that is. Yeah, I cannot. I don't understand. Um, I'm guessing this is Prince. Don't know enough. Pulp. I know pop. What's pulp? Queen. Again, for me, very. They're kind of just like they're definitely above the Beatles on terms of overrated scale. But I don't like Pink Floyd. I just don't like them as much as I pretend to. However, they do have music that's way better than Blink and Journey and Beach Boys and Pink Floyd. Yeah. Uh, Queens of the Stone Age. I have songs for deaf people, but I've not listened to a full album from them, and the only song I really know is dun, dun, dun. Like I can't think of the name of I can't think of the title of the song. It was on an NHL hits. I think it was on an NHL hits 2003. All we know of all we know something along all something. Radiohead. I this is kind of like the opposite, or it's kind of like the same situation as Car Seat Headrest. I don't want to get into their music just because of the fandom. And I also find a lot of their music boring. So, just not gonna rank. That's not what I meant. But that Ramstein is all Ramstein is Ramstein whatever. That's also going in there because I wasn't gonna rank it anyways. Rage Against the Machine is great. And the band went on to help Chris with Audioslave. Tom Morello is a inspiration to many for guitarists. I would put them in. It's like my two moods clash because on one day I'd put them here, and on another day I put them here. But more specifically, I'd probably put them there. So I'm just gonna today I'm feeling there. On another day though, I'd probably put them next to Alice in Chains, maybe. REM. I do like a lot of their songs. Definitely better than Radiohead in my eyes. I would put them in great. For some reason, I really like their song Night Swimming. I don't know why. It's just the song that I always have stuck in my head. And I would definitely put them above Fleetwood Mac. Yeah. Yeah, there. Come on. Oh, Aria Speedwagon. This for me is kind of like Heart, but I'm not gonna put them in the highest. I'll probably put them in definitely amazing, and I would definitely put them. And just for like replayability alone, they're just so damn good. Um, Here's fine. Rush. I've not listened to them enough to consider ranking them. I hope Coheed's on here though. Black Sabbath. Uh, same. Same Hotel. Never heard of them. I don't know what this is. Don't know. Scorpions. I do like a number of Scorpion songs. Very similar to Bon Jovi. It's definitely going in the same category as Bon Jovi because their songs rival a lot of others, or the band rivals a lot of other rock bands from the same time. Um, Definitely would put them above Bon Jovi. Yeah, here's fine. Sex Pistols. I never interest me. Leonard Skinnerd. Um, I mean, I don't know. Is it overrated to put them in um um is it overrated to put them in like greatest of all time? I feel like it might be, but at the same time, Freebird. Like who the hell else made a song that's as good as Freebird? That's kind of just how I feel. I think I'm gonna put them in here, and I'm gonna. There's fine. All right, Slayer. Don't know much about Slipknot. Same thing with like the X scenario, but I never. I it's definitely music I grew out of. Smashing Pumpkins. I I feel like it's just not. I mean, yeah, okay. So since I have listened to Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, as well as Siamese Dream, I think definitely no short than amazing. However, on this, like this is a very big list. Yeah, actually, yeah, and for our brand new works. Smash Mouth, not even ranking that. Smiths, nope. Sonic Youth, nope. Soundgarden, I mean, I guess I'll just put them in amazing. All right, so for Soundgarden, it will go, yeah, next or for a brand new works. Um, Stone Temple. Oh, that's Stone Temple Pilots. I know what this is, or do I? Come on, Google, work with me. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, this. Wait, the Steve Miller Band. Yeah. Okay, it's not on the tip of my tongue. Stone Temple Pilots. Don't know enough to rank. Rolling Stones. I like Wild Horses, but still don't really have enough to rank. Don't know that one. And I'm looking hard. Oh, I think it's maybe the Roots. I don't know. The Strokes, however, is something that I'm never gonna get into because I like bands that did the same sound in the better. I just don't like the Strokes. The Strokes are just manufactured of the same kind. Um, Styx, and yes, you can argue, say, "Oh, it's some of the best indie rock." No, I've heard stuff just done better. I would argue Block Party is if Block Party falls in the same category as the Strokes, along with like White Stripes. I'd argue that Block Party's like Silent Alarm destroys everything else. The Sticks, yeah, don't really know. Yeah, don't really know much. Swans, never gonna probably get into the Swans. Is this Ween? It might be. I'll just save that for after. System of a Down. I'm kind of growing out of System of a Down, which is funny enough because as soon as I buy a friggin' Toxicity shirt, that's when I start like losing interest in the band. Weather Advisory. Hmm. I they'll never like grow out like Blink. They're definitely gonna go in great. In terms of great, we have a lot to work with here. So genuinely speaking, probably would put them probably highest ranked so far. Whoops. All right, let's see what we have left. Yeah, some people clearly just decided to add some other stuff. At one point it just doesn't. It's not in order anymore. Um, it's 2:08. I could probably finish this, but how much time I can knock out in this? There might be a third part, but we will see. Anyways, so where we left off is T Rex, which I don't know much. Talking Heads, again, don't really know much. Tame Impala is so, oh, I just, it's just so boring to me. And when someone described like all the psychedelic rock, and I'm like, oh, okay, psychedelic rock, like this is gonna blow my mind, and it just makes me fall asleep. Definitely, I'm actually gonna put in probably bad. Yeah, not the worst thing, but I cannot like it. I don't like it. Tenacious D. I know what it is, but I've not went on my way to listen to it. I see something with Vault. Maybe this might tell me what it is. Yeah, this is not helping. Tool. I don't know if I'll ever listen to Tool. 21 Pilots. Uh, yeah, I can't really. Toto. I mean, Africa and Walk the Line, or The Line is just they're great songs. Um, as you know, like almost every other '80s band, I feel like just REO Speedwagon is better than Toto. But Jeff probably yeah, good. Good is fine. We'll put them. Yeah, I'll put them there. No, put them here. Train, a guilty pleasure of mine, but I hate that I love Train. You know, that's what Train is. You hate that you love it. I I'm just gonna probably not put. I'm not gonna put it above just somewhat tolerable. And if I'm being honest, yeah, there. Okay, Twisted Sister. I mean, yeah, I don't. You two, garbage, boring ass music. But funny enough, I prefer to listen to them over everything. Um, Muse, I'm probably never gonna get into Muse. Vampire Weekend, same. Van Morrison, I think I only know one song by him. Van Halen, again, there'll be a time that I'll listen to it. Velvet Underground, same. Verve, same. Okay, so this is Ween. This is Sweet. Just Sweet. Okay, there's just a band called Sweet. I never heard Sweet. Ween, I love Ween. One of the best bands, one of the best experimental bands. Um, like their my one track off of Power of Influence, which is called "Sinking the Town Just to Steal a Water Supply," highly inspired by the Mollusk album. I'm gonna put Ween in here. Weezer. I hate Weezer, but I hate Weezer, but damn, they're catchy. Um, maybe whatever is a decent. Weezer is just decent. Um, and everybody here. White Stripes. I don't like the White Stripes, but I have not listened to enough. The Who. I really like Behind Blue Eyes, but that's not enough to rank. Wilco is, if you know me and you know my me discovering Wilco, I think it was last year or the year before. It was whenever I had to do a college project. It Wilco is one of my all-time favorite bands, and I would put them. Yeah. Wait, what? That no, that's not the right thing. Whoops. Where Red Hot Chili Peppers was in good. I think it was there. Great. What did I do with my Wilco? Oh, Wilco's here. Okay, yeah, Wilco is probably my favorite out of all of these. And I'm just talking about outside of Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. I genuinely appreciate them like all throughout rather than just like the main album. And I'm not like I don't look at it from like a snobby like like good music enjoyer. I literally Andy Summers. I don't know. I look at it from like my enjoyment from them, and they just exceeded all of my expectations. Cake. I like Cake. I like Cake a lot, actually. Going the Distance is a great song. Probably one of my favorite songs from the 90s. I'm going to put them in great. A lot of competition here, but I genuinely think that they belong. I definitely put them in probably the same category as Incubus. Yeah. Wait, did I say great or amazing? No, I meant no, I meant great. Sorry, I would put the. Oh, then that gives us a lot more competition. Uh, above REM. Uh, Gang of Four. Royal Blood. Just better than Arctic Monkeys, but not by much. I really don't understand the hype over this band in any way, shape, or form. I would put them in somewhat tolerable and highest so far. Don't know that one. Don't know this one. Fugazi. Heard a couple of songs from Fugazi, but not enough. Interpol, same thing, but I really, really, really love. Is it Evil? Modern Lovers. I don't know this one. My Bloody Valentine. Yeah. New Order. Yeah. Television. I want to listen to Television. I've heard again like snippets from other songs from them, and I just absolutely love them. But I need to sit down and listen to Television for real. 10 years after, never heard. Breaking Benjamin. And better than Disturbed. You know, Diary of Jane is a bop. And honestly, no, they're actually they're more on the decent. Uh, what Jonestown? Wait, what? The the Brian Jonestown massacre. Why is this? I don't know. And then Deaf Haven is not a rock band. This list should just be bands and artists. It should not be rock bands because Deaf Haven is not a rock band. Uh, Death from Above 1979 though that's actually a surprise to me. Similar to like how I said about like the Strokes and all that. Like I would, this is a band that I would put above them. I get a lot of enjoyment from that Death from Above 1979, which honestly is gonna go definitely good and probably here. Deftones, not even bothering. Eels, not bother. I don't even know Eels. Glass Animals. Oh, I know where this is going. Oh my god. You made us have to listen to your bullshit. This is where you belong. Uh, yeah, I've not listened to enough MGMT. Oh, this is an interesting one. I This is a band that I always don't think about until it gets brought up, but very interesting band here. I will definitely put them in great. For some reason, I always get this band mixed up with is the Amsterdams. I don't know why and how, but it happens. Definitely for enjoyable music, I'll probably put them above the car. Yeah, not Foreigner. Actually, yeah, above Foreigner. Um, Birds. Cheap Trick. They're good. Put them in good. Everything I've heard from them, like pretty good music. There's a weird energy from them. It's like I'm recording, so don't say anything. I said I'm recording, so don't say anything. Ella, I had 200 bands to go over. Anyways, what would you? Okay, well you can join me on this. What would you rank Cheap Trick? I'm gonna put them in good. Ella, it's only 226. No! Why would you suspect that? No. Obviously, I would be gone. I'd be gone. It's 2:26. I'd be gone. You know that. Well, you're being dumb. All right, Cheap Trick is going to be going in good, and I'm going to put them above. Um, yeah, wow. Actually, I listen to them a lot over a lot of these. Yeah, Hate Breed. Again, that's not a rock band. Um, uh, is this Mastodon? Because I do like Mastodon. Yeah, that looks like that is definitely Mastodon. Mastodon is a great band. Don't know. They're such a weird band because like some of them consider metal, some of them are consider some people consider them rock, like hard rock. Um, I definitely like this band a lot more than a lot of other bands in the same category, so I will consider them to be. They're definitely going in. Put them in good, but probably the highest so far. Come on, Primus. I mean, I understand why people like them, uh, but I just don't think I have a say in them. Same as Sepultura. Never heard of Shame. Steely Dan, kind of the same. It's all kind of the same as like Fish. Like I've heard some stuff, but not enough to really rank. Cooks. I mean, Naive is a great song, but other stuff, not really. Temple of Dog is the Viagra Boys. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of say in these. Eagle of Death Metal, Sleep, Stone Roses, Suede. Suede sounds like something I've heard before. Okay, I've heard nothing from them. Um, okay, we're just there will be a part three. We're just gonna go through the ones until we get to ones that I actually. Oh, well, Supergrass is still not something I can. All right, The Garden. Um, amazing band or amazing duo, should I say? Um, experimental music that is done in the greatest way possible. I actually like them a lot, probably more than 100 gecs. So I will put them in terms of enjoyability. I'm sorry, but uh, yeah, they're gonna go there. All right, next time we will be ranking. Actually, you know what? I'll just keep going. All American Rejects. I like their. I think is their album Move Along. Move Along is a good album. I'm not really a huge fan of their first album, except for Swing Swing. Um, they'll go in good. That's where they will go, and I will put them here. Okay. As for other stuff, Bring Me the Horizon. I really don't like Bring Me the Horizon. Um, they will go and bad. Actually, I'd rather be bored out of my mind than listen to anything from them. So yeah. I know this band, and I know I've listened to the album with that figure on it. I'm gonna put it in good. And I'm gonna put it in probably there. This could change in the future, at least. That being said, don't know what this is. Have not listened to Pale Wave. Sum 41 just is way better than Blink. Like extremely better than Blink in every single way, shape, or form. I really don't actually have an album from them that I don't like, and their song with Nothing Nowhere was the reason I actually got into Nothing Nowhere. So they're going in great. Plus, they're also Canadian. And I would definitely put them in front of the Offsprings. Yeah, Yaz, not a huge fan. Um, it's a very controversial take, except for Heads Will Roll. But I'm going to put them in okay. Probably the highest in okay. Dead Kennedys. I don't think I've listened to them, but I have listened to Bad Religion. Um, Placebo, I really like. Placebo is gonna probably go into. Honestly, Placebo is gonna go into great. Above Cake. Poison. I mean, outside of every rose has its thorn. Skillet is bad. But I do like the guitar on one of their songs, but I can't think of it. And I do prefer to listen to them over Bring Me Horizon. Uh, Daft Punk is not rock. Daft Punk is, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the LCD sound system thing. Why the fuck is this on here? Anyways, Daft Punk, I've not listened to enough. Hoobastank is bad, but it's just kind of like I'm not even gonna Hootie and Blowfish. Don't know. I'm guessing this is Blind Melon. Block Party is good. Not my favorite by any means, and I actually do like their album that came out after Silent Alarm more than Silent Alarm itself, and atmospheric wise. Um, they're gonna go. Yeah, probably there. Hives, not heard enough. Jets, not heard enough. This, don't know. Don't know. Squid, don't think I heard. Surf Curse, I'm actually surprised Surf Curse is on here. I put him in great, but only by a little bit because the bands that like try to imitate them kind of ruin them. Okay, The Voids, not heard of. AFI is a great band. I'd actually put them in amazing. I don't understand why people don't like their album Crash. I think Crash is an amazing album, and I think it might just be one of my favorite albums from them. Definitely here. Devo. The Tigres. Oh. Darkness. I do like Darkness. Or The Darkness. Darkness is gonna go in great. Yep. Don't know. National, don't know much about, but everything I've heard from them is pretty good. Turnstile, not a huge fan, but I've not listened to their discography to consider that. This shouldn't be on here. No. ZZ Top is great. I will consider putting them in probably above the Darkness. Actually, no. Scorpions. Um, and since I have to wrap this up, okay, that's it. Yeah, a quick tier list video. We did again. This is just gonna be like just ranking whatever bands are on this list, ranking 200 bands slash artists. Not all rock because friggin' Daft Punk is on here, and I still can't get over the fact that Godspeed is on here. Alright, hope you enjoy my video, and stay tuned for whatever's to come in the future. Peace.